Hello all, James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade, and welcome back to War on the Sea in our Imperial Japanese Navy playthrough, where we're playing with the Tokyo Express mod enabled on the beta version of War on the Sea. So in the last episode we were starting to narrow in on a carrier we believe is south of us, and we managed to... Is there anything we really managed? Well, we continued to try to control the sky in the slot. We had previously sunk the carrier in the northern side of the slot through some fancy piloting of some zeros. And yeah, that's where we are. I thought in this particular beginning section I would just kind of do a general report of what we've sunk to date. We have sunk 12 destroyers of 345 possible destroyers. So, not a very large percentage. In contrast, we've now lost 5 subs, which is 25% of our possible sub roster, not counting the B1s. The B1s don't really add that many more. I think it's like 6 additional subs. So the ASW war, if you will, DDs versus subs, isn't looking in our favor over the long term. However, light cruisers, I think we've been faring better, as we've sunk 8 light cruisers of the 44 possible. With the Brooklyn taking half of those losses. 4 of the Brooklyn class have been sunk. With the heavy cruisers, there have been 7 heavy cruiser losses to date, of 32 possible heavy cruisers, with 6 of those 7 heavy cruisers all being the New Orleans class. Meaning there's only 1 New Orleans class left, as there is 7 in the class and 6 of them have been sunk. So, of any class of ship in the game, the New Orleans has received the most punishment. As far as battleships are concerned, of the 15 possible battleships in game, 1 has been sunk to date, and that is the North Carolina. And of 17 possible CVs in game, 1 of the Bogue class CVs have been sunk. As well as, on the merchant side of things, 2 oilers. And that is what we're looking at to date. We're nowhere near in the neighborhood of running the Americans out of ships yet. The closest class, or well, let's not say class, the closest heavy cruisers are the ones dealing with the most attrition at this point. And we still have a fair ways to go before heavy cruisers are going to become a problem for the Americans. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump back into our search for the carrier in the south and get this game underway, shall we? Alright, so more ant trails coming yonder down here. These Bettys, this Jake, okay, those are our 11 fast responders. Sub has been retasked. I just want to find it first. Let's just find it first. Sounds like a plan. Honestly, Jake, I think I need to recourse you. Let's just have you come in that line like so. No. We found her! Alright, let's mark this position just in case we lose it on the map. Alright, you guys change your course. Alright, how far is this from our own carriers? 321 and 332. Okay. Tayo, do you have anything ready to launch? Don't want to manage cargo. Kate's 263. Don't have the endurance, Captain. What with other loadouts? Are there any other loadouts that give you the endurance? 328, 349. That's two 250s. I think HE is what we want for a carrier. Set the deck aflame. Alright, Kates. You'll get a go. Hio, what can you launch? Valves. Valves don't have the endurance. Okay, Kate's with two 250s. Off they go. Jake encounter must be resolved. Ignore. Jake, you can just, I don't know. Sit right there ever so close. Okay, she's heading south. Alright, Betties. Can your big eggs do something of value here? Let's find out. Lewis, as always. Oh, and we've got zeros already incoming on us. Or Wildcats, sorry. A lot of Wildcats. Alright. Down to one Wildcat. They're all dead. Except for the Jake, who is just hanging out over here. Alright, so we didn't really even get a chance to look at the task force. That's too bad. They did their job guarding the flat top. I don't know, from models that looks like what? 2 heavies, 1, 2, 3, 3 light cruisers, 1, 2, 3, 4 destroyers. Kind of a similar composition to last time. Alright, let's be real here. The same thing's gonna happen to our arcades. They're gonna get shredded. You guys do not have the endurance to head out. RTB? Point 1. Short one, get your zeros out there. No zeros to launch. Tayo, you're not ready to launch yet, are you? No. To not lose eyes. Uh-oh. Let's not lose eyes as the Jake heads home. We need to mark this. Yeah, we're gonna send you out with bombs. Alright, how many planes are actually in cap right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 carriers? There should be more than 5. Who are you attached to? Hio. Tio. Tio. 2 for Tio. 2 for Hio. And an inner cap for Tio. So 3 for Tio and 2 for Hio. I'd like to have 4 planes running cap, but I have a feeling we're running out of air. Oh, speaking of cap, what's going on here? You're still on the way there? Supply crew is coming back. You're heading in for torps. You're heading back in to wreak havoc. You're heading to function. Okay, and you're hunting aircraft carrier. Alright, you zeros, I'd like you to come back and stay closer. To our Kates. Okay, everybody change directions to follow him home. Well, that's not very good. Okay, I guess we load in. Okay, Kates 1 through 12. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Form up, hit the deck, hit the gas, go. That's 13 through... You're gonna form up as well. You're also gonna hit the deck. You're gonna stay slow. Go. I did speed up, yeah, okay. Yep. Zeros, are you turning to engage? Right, being on the deck like this, they should not be able to get underneath our gunners, which is a small help. Boy, there's a lot of them. One Kate down. Lead 0 turned off. Our lead Wildcat turned up. They keep doing that. Zeros, why are you not getting there? And Kate's what? Please? Turn? Get out of here. You can't help your friends. Another Kate downed. Actually, are my Zeros going as fast as they could go to save their comrades? Please? Okay, one aircraft down to Kate gunfire. Lost 4 Kates so far. Here comes the Zeros. Oh, they didn't. Well, the other ones are turning off to engage. Okay. Bearing 137. Are you flippin' kidding me? Not kidding me. The Zeros are doing God's work. So the 3 Zeros have sacrificed themselves so the Kates can get away. And I do mean that the Kates should get away here. So, game mechanically, if I let this play out and not do anything, every single Kate will get shot down. However, if I let the Zeros go down a hero, and then I end the battle, the Kates get away. Which is, I think, a far better way of doing this, because those 3 Zeros didn't go in to that furball to just, you know, die in vain. They went in to save their comrades. And I like that concept far more than if we let the game mechanics play out, because the Kates are slow and the game is omniscient and knows where everything is at all times. All the Kates are eventually going to die, and that's just not cool. These Zeros seem to be putting up a hell of a fight. Granted, they're greatly outnumbered. So I will classify this as a defeat. However, it's a defeat that could have been a disaster. And disaster, I think, has been minorly averted. We did lose half of a Kate group, but we managed to save half of a Kate group. So let's look at it optimistically. Alright, and there that is. And the battle is now over. They lost 9 of their 8 aircraft. They lost 2 of their 8 aircraft. We lost 9 of our 23. Alright, you guys need to get to station. Our wings need cover sooner than later. Wait, what? You guys are turning around. They're turning around. They're at max endurance. Thank God, ships are here. Right, ships are here. If we dilly-dally trying to set this up in all good right ways, do we have time to dilly-dally with likely enemy air escorts in the air? Probably not. Could you please, I don't know, come this way, come like that, and then 1, 4, and 7. A 1. Shed your altitude. 394. 397. 399. You haven't been given orders to do anything. Speeds. So much tinking around here. I wish they didn't break everything up into all these groups. We should have some sort of way to set our default way of starting things, like a default elevation, a default speed, a default formation. Those would all be wonderful. Drew your commands way differently, didn't I? Thankfully, we haven't been spotted by enemy air. Cross our fingers. Okay, it's not leaving engagement. I did not draw this outside of the engagement circle, did I? Aw, shit. You kidding me? In fact, I've done such a horrible job with this that I don't even see any contacts. Alright, this is a bit of a mess. With the Kates, we're gonna make sure we prioritize the edge of the formation, as flying into the formation just doesn't work with Kates. They just get minced. So if we can whittle out the outside of the formation, which again is destroyers, which isn't really what you want to be targeting with torpedo bombers, especially at the angle we're on. But it's a good angle to hit things behind it. Not that these fish have much run. Oh, wait a second. What am I doing? These Kates are armed with bombs, not... Oh my god, what have I done? Ah! I forgot these Kates had bombs. Right. So... everybody get altitude? Somehow? You guys have altitude. You're not even attacking anything. Oh, you just dropped. You're out of here. That's right. You guys need altitude. They're not gonna listen. Alright, so we're low altitude bombing. Alright, so all that planning for torps in my mind all went to shit because I forgot we needed a different loadout to get the endurance to get here in the first place. I mean, I suppose I could have went lower to try to skip bomb, but the AI is not exactly that adept at skip bombing. Brake. Drop all the way down. I need to see what I'm doing. Right about now. Well, at least I hit the destroyer. We'll let you go home. I think everybody knew what I was thinking. But we need somebody to go home to tell about the failure. All our pilots went in like they were going to drop torpedoes. And we all forgot we were carrying high explosive. That's exactly what the Emperor wants to hear. Alright, I think it's going to be up to a fancy flying once again. All zeros merge. Speed up. Brake right. No! Whoa, 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 no, 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 no. You... Everybody reform up. Shit. This is not going according to plan. Oh, hell. I mean, I want a dogfight, yes, but I don't want a dogfight right over the goddamn... Everyone hit deck. Everyone go as fast as possible. Everyone form the flock up. Alright, everyone climb. We'll get some separation while we're climbing. Alright, and now everyone target the leader, attack. Now you can dogfight at will. One down, 0 down, another down, another 0, another 0, another 0 down, another one of them down. Alright, another one of them down. Another one of them down. We're starting to gain control, I think. Excellent. Are there any of them left? I believe we've cleared the skies. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, and 11 form back up. Slow on down. I don't see anyone smoking. I was going to reward the one with the smoking engine the task at hand, but I guess we'll just go via seniority. Okay, 7 or 11 brake. Hit the deck. Speed up. Alright, 11, we need to find the carrier in that mess. What are we sailing into? Let's use our magic eyes. It's a little bogue, isn't it? It is. And the little bogue is number 1. It's in between 3 and 2. Okay. This is going to be easier said than done, I think. Brake. Dive. Speed up. I'm going to do it to a gentle curve here. Gentle curve. hit the bogue with machine gun fire and it did damage. So that's something. Zero. Can we slow it up a bit more without stalling you out? 9, brake, deck, speed. Somewhere that direction. Speed it up. Okay, 6. Heavy cruiser is doing its job too well. Break off. Deck, speed. Godspeed to you, airman. I'm gonna get to it this time. I think. I hope. Right, that's it. How did we do on the already burning Bogue? Moderate minor. Sorry, guys. The Zeros were circling the CTF like vultures, waiting for the prime opportunity to pounce on the crippled carrier. The escort ships in confusion went this way and that way, unsure of where to go to seal the gaps. But eventually the encroaching Zero would find a way through the perimeter. Just needed a little more time. Time to plan the best route in. Plan to find the morsel of his desire, the burning wreck that was the American aircraft carrier. And with last-minute heroics, a heavy cruiser jumped into the way to block the Zero's path to its prey. Damn the bastard. Alright, 2. Say goodbye to your leader. It's like, but sir, I'm the future wing leader. I'm the best of the best. This is war, son. And that enemy carrier must die. The top pilot and this entire wing has set off. Set off to put an end to this madness. This loss of life for this damned war that never seems to end. If we can kill the American flat tops, we can kill their spirit. If we can break their spirit, they will come to the concession booth and sign a peace treaty. Oh, look at that. There is the target we're looking for. And then there's the other ships. Are they allowing? They are not guarding their carrier? Another American task force that has allowed the carrier to fall behind? It would look that way. Alright, well, let's come in a little bit from this side to make it easier to line up on the superstructure. Now, it looks like the carrier is turning with us. She doesn't want us easy access to her superstructure. But she's nowhere near as maneuverable as we are. Best pilot in the squadron may have finished the deal. Did he save his wing commander's life? Hard to say. The damage is not looking severe enough, though there are extra explosions aboard. Now, it looks like the wing commander is going to have to seal the deal. The wing commander has decided to slow down to allow more guns to stay on station longer. Will this gamble pay off? This wily wing commander is giving it all she can to take this carrier down. He dropped his small bombs right on the flight deck. Now he's preparing to come in for his second run. And he hit his target. He hit his target true. Will it be enough to sink this stubborn aircraft carrier? Did another Zero Wing do what the rest of the Japanese Navy Air Corps can't do? And that is sink another aircraft carrier? Well, now only time will tell. Want to see more explosions like that. We don't want this loss of life to be in vain. And she goes down. And there was great celebrating at Imperial Japanese headquarters. A large sigh of relief is spread around the table. And the admirals know what they need to do now. CTF-IO needs to set course back for Rabaul, as does CTF-DIO. They need to rearm, and most of all, they need new pilots. New pilots, which sadly have not had as long of training. They're unproven in the battles of war. They have very little time at the stick. But Japan is running out of veteran airmen, as Imperial Japanese Navy has proved to gamble with their lives in order to bring a quick ending to this war. But will it pay off? Everybody wonders and hopes that the answer is not no. Alright, so that's a little RPG, I suppose. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Maybe it's a little bit over dramatic, but it is what it is. We have certainly taken a lot of casualties to our carriers. There's no doubt about that. We need to go back and rearm. These Bettys don't necessarily need to continue on mission. I mean, they could try to drop. Nah, well, no. Just send them back. The sub can certainly go down there and pick off what's remaining of that carrier task force. I have no issue with that at all. But yeah, another, I guess, successful episode. I guess it really depends on what you consider success. Because of the current settings I'm using, where I can rearm carriers by going to Rebel and not actually release and have to rebuy the carriers. I suppose the aircrafts getting kills like that feels maybe a little cheap. At the same time, I'm having to go back and rearm. My carriers are having to leave the theater, and literally it took like every last plane we had, and even after every plane we had, it was still looking like it may or may not go the way we had hoped. So yeah, we barely took out that carrier, but thankfully we did. Anyway, I'm James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade. Hopefully you're enjoying this content. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. And until the next episode, peace.